everybody, we're back with a Bible story. Did you like that singing? I did. That was great singing. Okay, so this Bible story this week talks about a woman whose name was Mary. Now, you might think that that is Mary, Jesus's mommy, but it's not. It's another woman named Mary. It's Mary, Jesus's friend. And Mary had a sister named Martha. So we have Martha and we have Mary. Martha and Mary. And they had invited Jesus and all the disciples over to their house to have dinner. And so they were all sitting down. Now that's kind of funny, isn't it? Because when you have dinner, you sit at a table. You don't sit on the floor. But when Jesus had dinner, he often sat on the floor on pillows. And then they put the food down on the floor in the middle. Well, I brought Mary. Here she is. Hi, everybody. My name is Mary. I'm Jesus's friend, and I love him so much. But I also brought Jesus. Here he is.
Hello, everybody. You know who I am. I'm Jesus, and I love all of you. I'm going to tell you about a story where my friend Mary, that's me, I'm Mary, showed me how much she loved me.
Well, I wanted to do something to show Jesus how much I loved him, but I didn't know what I could do. So I thought about it, and I thought about it, and I thought, oh, I know! I have some really nice perfume. It smells good. And it costs a lot of money. I had to save up a whole year of my allowance before I could buy this perfume. But that's okay. I want to give it to Jesus because it's the best thing I have. It's my most favorite thing. I'm going to give it to Jesus to show him how much I love him.
Yep, that's what happened. We were all sitting down having dinner. Me and Peter and James and John and Thaddeus and Bartholomew and Judas and all those people. And Martha, Mary's sister, had made us such wonderful food. Everything was delicious. And then Mary came up. You tell it, Mary. And I came up after dinner was over, and I took the bottle of perfume off, the lid off of it, and I poured it out. But I didn't put it on Jesus's hair, and I didn't put it on Jesus's hands. I didn't put it behind his ears like where maybe your mommy wears their perfume. I poured it on his feet. And then do you know what I did? Then I thought, I'm going to rub it in so that Jesus smells so good. And so I used my hair and I rubbed the perfume in with my hair. Yeah, she did. She did do that. And as soon as she opened up the bottle of perfume, it smelled so good in the whole house. And then when she poured the perfume on my feet, it smelled so good. You know, feet are pretty stinky, especially when you're walking around with all the sandals that we walk around with and on the streets where it is dirty. Feet are pretty stinky and dirty. And she made my feet smell beautiful. And then she rubbed me with her hair. She didn't care if her hair got dirty. That's how much she loved me. I do. I love Jesus so much. But then something happened that was surprising. Jesus, you tell this part of the story. Yep. Some of my friends, some of my disciples, they weren't so happy that Mary had poured all this perfume on my feet. They thought that we should have sold the perfume and then used the money to give to the poor people. But I told them
that Mary did a kind thing, that she wanted to show her love, and that was never wrong. It's never wrong to show your love to somebody, and that's how Mary did it, and it was good. Thank you, Mary. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Well, bye-bye, everybody. It was nice talking to you. Bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye. So I brought some perfume today. This might be kind of like what Mary used. She probably opened up the lid and poured it all out. I'm not going to pour it out today, but I'm going to squirt it. So get ready. Are you going to smell? Get ready to smell. It's going to go through the camera and you're going to be able to smell it. It does smell nice. And here's the picture in the Bible. We would find that story in the book of John. And you can see Mary, she's rubbing Jesus's feet with her hair. And if you look really close, you'll see the disciple in the background, right behind Jesus. He doesn't have a very happy face. That's because he thought that they should have sold the perfume and given the money to the poor. Really, we find out later that this disciple, he was in charge of the money, and he was using that money to buy stuff for himself. He was stealing that money, and he wanted to have the money that perfume was worth so that he could put it in his pocket and use it for himself. We'll learn a little bit more about that disciple in a few weeks. Well, that's the end of our story. That's it. It was a great time having story time with you today, and I'll come back and see you again next week. Bye-bye.